And if that theme park became a way to start demonstrating the gaming magic of the Wii U gamepad, well, that would be Nintendo Land. When the Wii first arrived, it took Wii Sports Tennis to explain the underlying appeal. When you played it, for the first time, you got it. For Wii U, Nintendo Land does the same thing. Play it, and you begin to understand. With it, the integrated second screen takes on fuller meaning. And the person who understands this better than anyone is the driving force behind three important Nintendo properties: Animal Crossing, Wii Sports, and Wii Sports Resort. And he's also the Wii U software producer, Mr. Tatsuya Iguchi. So please welcome him, along with Jonathan Yeckley of Nintendo's Treehouse. Hello. As Reggie described, Nintendo Land gathers attractions based on many of our most popular franchises into a Nintendo theme park. These attractions borrow atmosphere and character of the original titles and rearrange them into completely new types of play. Your Mii visits the theme park, and your Mii will change into a new costume for each attraction. You will enjoy that attraction as a character in that world. That's Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land is a single game that brings together 12 different attractions. For those visiting E3, we have 5 of those 12 attractions for you to try. Among these 5, The Legend of Zelda Battle Quest, Animal Crossing Sweet Day, and Luigi's Ghost Mansion are multiplayer attractions that there is no mistaking get everyone excited. We will also show the single-player attraction Donkey Kong's Crash Course and Takamaru's Ninja Castle. In Takamaru's Ninja Castle, you'll use the Wii U gamepad to hit targets with throwing stars. And it may be familiar to those of you who saw last year's E3 concept video. I hope you will try it on the show floor to see how it has progressed. Well, there were 3 objectives that I set before starting the construction of Nintendo Land. The first was to create unprecedented new forms of multiplayer gameplay by taking advantage of the Wii U gamepad. Second, since we were creating a theme park, I also wanted people to enjoy it to the fullest, whether visiting with friends and family or playing competitively by themselves. And finally, I wanted Nintendo Land to be a place visitors from all around the world could gather. And I want the visitors to really sense that. What will make this a reality is Miiverse, our effort to unite living rooms and people playing games all around the world. As for what role Miiverse will fulfill in Nintendo Land, I'd like to talk about that in detail during tonight's Developers Roundtable. And those of you watching online on Nintendo All Access, you may have a chance to see what it will look like. Now, let me explain how the first 2 objectives I mentioned are met in Nintendo Land. First, what kind of new multiplayer experiences will be possible when one player with the Wii U gamepad joins a group of players who are playing with Wii remotes? Clearly, the player with the Wii U gamepad takes on a special role, playing in the same game world as the other players, but from a different perspective, with different information, and in a completely different world. This makes asymmetric gameplay possible. To offer an example, I'd like to demonstrate one of the attractions we'll have on the show floor, Luigi's Ghost Mansion. Have you ever walked nervously down the corridors of a haunted house only to suddenly feel something behind you and quickly turn around? This is what you'll feel
in multiplayer Luigi's Mansion. This attraction, much like in a horror film, features a stronger ghost chasing a group of weaker players who better work together or else. In this game, both the ghost player using the Wii gamepad screen and his pursuers viewing the TV are seeing the same floor of the mansion, but what they're sensing is entirely different. If you look closely at the center screen, which represents the big TV, compared to the side screens showing the gamepad view, you'll soon notice that they're quite different. The gamepad ghost can see all the players all the time, but the other players cannot see the ghost. In the four corners, you see the human players, and in the center is the ghost. Now look at the main screen. The ghost is not here. The people playing on the main screen cannot see the ghost. Fighting against an enemy you can't see seems like a truly one-sided advantage. But the Wii remotes rumble when the ghost gets near. So, if the teammates don't cooperate by talking to each other when the ghost is near, they won't be able to track it down. Their objective is to shine their flashlights on the ghost to damage the ghost until they defeat it. But if they leave their lights on too long,